Welcome, my friends. We do have a exciting show for you today, and this comes. All right. Tremendous. As we start the show off tonight. Tremendous times. Yep. So I'm just gonna shuffle through tonight. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right. And the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Well, political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. My friends, tonight, countdown to 2014. It is now the 2013 year in review. We will reflect on the best and worst of the top stories of 2013. And so, like Syria, Iran, North Korea, Egypt, Benghazi, Obamacare, the economy, Zimmerman, the Boston bombing, Obama scandals, gun control, Adam Lanza, and the Duck Dynasty controversy, and more. We will take it to the phones and talk to you, the viewer, on all of this. And as we welcome you to another edition of Political Point Magazine, welcome. I am your humble host, William Mitro. Welcome, my friends. All right. Welcome. All right, my friends, it is time for the other edition. All right, my friends, we have lots to talk about tonight. And tonight, my friends, I am going to review 2013. All right, the top stories of 2013. And what we have covered in the news thus far and everything. I'm just going to shuffle through and talk about a few things that have been going on, like the recent Duck Dynasty controversy. Yep. You all have been noticing. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted to get into. But anyways, the recent Duck Dynasty controversy. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to get into the best and worst of the headlines of the 2013. Okay. And so as this goes on here, we will get into this here. So as it comes. Right, but the Duck Dynasty controversy is an interesting one. All right, as it comes into play here, but this is the best and worst of the 2013. All right, so A&E had a little shock as the Duck Dynasty star from the Duck Dynasty star, um, Phil Robertson. All right, the Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson, um, professed his Christian beliefs, um, eh, saying that saying how he felt that homosexuality was wrong, and he compared it to bestiality, in which at that point A&E was forced to have a little have a little conflict or something to that extent, in which the Duck Dynasty star got suspended, but then A&E caved, and because the other stars on the show said that they will not continue the show without Phil Robertson. So A&E caved, and said that they're gonna go on they're gonna continue the show with the Duck Dynasty star. Now, on this note, okay, there are political figures, conservative political figures like Sarah Palin, Ted Cruz, and Bobby Jindal coming to Phil Robertson's defense on this, and it's quite interesting. I mean, the Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson won't have to weather the controversy over his anti-gay remarks alone. All right. Now, Sarah Palin and other big name conservatives came to the rescue. Palin, radio pundit Sean Hannity, and Texas Senator Ted Cruz were among a bunch of quacking mad members of the political right who defended Robertson on Thursday, criticizing the A&E network for indefinitely suspending Robertson from the hit show for comments in which he equated same-sex relationships with bestiality. All right. Now me, I am about as traditional as one can get as far as conservatism is, and I am a Christian. I have spoken about this several times, and it is quite amazing that we live in a country, all right, where we can profess our free speech, and everything. But I have come into some conflicts where people have attacked me on things that I have said and stuff. But and now it seems as if now that we have a situation where the Duck Dynasty, the Duck Dynasty controversy is one thing, okay, but now A&E now caves and says that the show will go on with Robertson. All right, so as this controversy continues, later on in the show I want your thoughts on all of this, but it is interesting that where we live in a country where we have freedom of speech, but I have made the case that there is a fine line between free speech and hate speech. But what Robertson said, and I've seen the tape. All right. But what Robertson said was I don't I don't believe it was hate speech. All right, in this in that fashion. All right, I mean, you can be respectable, profess your beliefs, and not be hateful. Okay, and and things, and I have always said, on this topic of homosexuality, I have always said that that what you do behind closed doors is nobody's business but your own, and you shouldn't. It. I mean, it's. I mean, it's your choice. You choose that lifestyle. I have always said, right? But me, I mean, I am about as traditional on this topic as one can get. So, on that on that note, okay, we now will move along now to other um, issues here. All right, that have been covered. We have now in the last weeks of 2013, we have now discovered that there is you remember the Newtown shooting? All right, yeah, that's another big top story that was covered in 2013. Well, now we are now learning more and more about the shooter. All right, the kid Adam Lanza. That's right. Okay, and I have it here right here, on. Okay, that's not the one, but this one. Okay, right here, the Daily News made light of Adam Lanza and his his upbringing. Okay, apparently, on this, all right. Apparently, on this, all right, it's quite apparent that that the killer, all right, in the Daily News, it says that the killer, Adam Lanza, actually, it shows him as a child, okay, with guns and ammo and everything else on the agenda here, all right. But as a toddler, okay, this is what the headline reads. It reads: Natural born killer. Adam Lanza's parents thought this was how you raise a child, and 20 kids paid for this insanity. Okay, now the article details, okay, Adam Lanza's childhood, in which his parents actually gave him guns and showed him um, violent video games and stuff like that. Um, and they allowed him. They dressed him up in army gear and gave him real guns. Okay, his in fact his birthday present. Okay, Lanza seen in 2005 got an undated present birthday card, and the tagged with evidence number 633 from his dad. All right, now I'm gonna zoom in on the birthday card right here. All right, and it's like 633, and it says, um, and it reads, okay, to the celebrating Bejanul, yeah, happy birthday to you. Yeah, I can't read all that, but that's the extent of it, and but they ultimately taught this kid that shooting guns was a way of life. You know, I'm a Second Amendment guy. All right, and I believe in the right to bear arms, but not in the way that this kid was raised. All right, guns. I think basically became his life, and he went on a shooting spree, and that was that. Now, but apparently now we have lots of ground to cover. Okay. In fact, now I am going through. I am going through now I am going to go through a lot of the investigations. Okay. Now, this, my friends, all right, is another topic here of high priority. The IRS. Remember that? Okay, the IRS. In fact, I'm going to put a lot of the show now in. Okay, I'm going to put a lot of the show now in the Political Point magazine's Political Point of Vision. All right, in which now I am going to go through video clips at random. All right, just to go through certain things. But you remember the IRS scandal? How the IRS targeted conservative groups. Okay, and as far as taxes were concerned, and stuff, and as you can see, that this is the grilling here. All right, this is the grilling here of some
Mr. Spock and
some of the.
played it.
Okay. All right, take a look at this. All right.
Anarchy is spreading across the planet like a virus.
I'll start with Mr. Fink. What were you thinking?
The fact of the matter is it's embarrassing, and I apologize.
The top
Yeah, but that was the.
was ahead.
Yep.
God, I have looked at that video over and over again, and I swear I do not see the redeeming value.
Yep. But the IRS, remember, they targeted conservative groups, in which the conservative groups, they testified in that, okay, and they
It's revealed by an
see, but it's like they were targeted, and then it was also discovered that the IRS, okay, held a benefit, at taxpayer dollars. All right, held a fundraiser, a lavish conference, okay, in which the head people in the IRS, they did that Star Trek spoof. All right, and then they had this big bill, but they were grilled on that too. All right, take a look.
conference.
You signed off on a routing slip. You participated in meetings, understanding the costs before the conference happened. Are you here just claiming no responsibility at this point?
Absolutely not. That's why I am here. I was aware of the cost when we did the estimated cost of 4.3 when we did the briefing for the two deputy commissioners.
On the
Yep. But see, this is why we need to abolish the IRS. All right. You remember that. All right. Okay. We need to abolish the IRS. I've been advocating for this for a long time now. All right. And now we find out how scandalous the IRS is. All right. This is why the Obama administration has no credibility. Okay. Nobody was held accountable for that either. All right. Nobody was held accountable for that IRS scandal. All right. Nobody was fired. All right. We can't even trust the IRS. All right. In fact, I tried to file my taxes last year or this year and last year. All right. And the IRS lied to me. All right. So we can't trust the IRS. All right. We can't trust the Obama administration. All right. In any of this. All right. So in all of this, my friends, this is just ludicrous. Okay. In fact, okay, and the foreign policy of this administration is a disaster. Everything has been a disaster in 2013. Okay. In fact, you remember at the beginning of the year. All right. At the beginning of the year. Okay. And I am reflecting on this. All right. The beginning of the year, we now see that the taxes which were raised as a result of the fiscal cliff, all right, remember, okay, the fiscal cliff now, all right, this has gone on, and it's a disaster on the economy, okay. Obamacare is a disaster. All right. We see everything falling apart. And you see that we just can't sustain this. Okay. All right. But ever since Obama took office, all right, it's been a disaster. Okay. But on this note now, I see that there is a lot of ground to cover. All right. In fact, okay, I'm going to go through several things. All right. In fact, you remember, okay, back. Let's talk about Benghazi now. All right. Benghazi, all right, is a hot topic here. All right. And you remember that the president lied when Benghazi happened. All right. And in fact, it was a cover-up, all right? Another cover-up, all right? Benghazi is a hot issue, all right? And you remember after that, okay, after that incident, Susan Rice, who was the ambassador to the UN, went on 5 talk shows, five of them, all right? 5 news talk shows, Sunday talk shows, all right, and she repeated the lie of the talking points that were handed to her, all right, about how Benghazi was a result of what happened in Cairo, and as a result of the YouTube video, right? The YouTube video. All right.
Made.
All right. But if you recall now, she went on 5 talk shows, right? And repeated that lie. And repeated that. And then the Obama administration repeated that for weeks after the attack. All right. And then we had the Benghazi hearings and everything. And now she went from and this, my friend, this is what really got me. All right. There's no accountability for this. All right, by the way. And the government accountability review board didn't even talk to the head people that were involved with this cover-up. For example, they didn't talk to Secretary of State at the time, Hillary Clinton. Yes, that's right. All right. And they were grilled on that. But Susan Rice, who is totally incompetent on this, got a promotion. All right.
Team of people has been extraordinarily dedicated to America. They have made America safer. They have made America's values live in corners of the world that are crying out for our support and our leadership. I could not be prouder of these 3 individuals, not only their intelligence, not only their savvy, but their integrity and their heart.
Yeah, sure. But Susan Rice got a promotion. She went from, Obama promoted her from ambassador of the UN to the national security advisor. She blew this. All right. Now, why does she get a promotion? All right. And she was handed the talking points, and you remember the administration was all backed into a corner over the talking points. All right. Who changed the talking points? Who was responsible? Who sent Susan Rice on those 5 talk shows? All right, those 5 news shows to have to spew out this lie about Benghazi, and it's an obvious reminder that still we're fighting the war on terror. Okay, obviously they wanted to cover it up. We lost three Americans, including an ambassador. All right, and it's the first time in 30 years that we lost an ambassador. There were several warning signs that Benghazi was totally unsafe. All right, totally unsafe, and there should have been no reason for the ambassador to leave his embassy. But Christopher Stevens was killed, the ambassador, and then along with two other brave Americans that tried to save the ambassador. All right, this is scandal at its worst. Okay, and upon all this, they were told that the soldiers and the SEALs and everything, everybody that was there on the ground, were told to stand down by the Obama State Department. All right, they were told to stand down. In fact, in Benghazi, they were rejected by the State Department. The State Department rejected extra security down there, rejected security requests down there. All right, we are learning more and more about this. All right, and it just goes to show you that you just can't trust the government. All right, you just can't trust the government. All right, Benghazi is a big major mess up. Why didn't they see this coming? Why didn't they see this coming? It's a blatant reminder, that we are still fighting the war on terror. All right, we're still fighting the war on terror. Okay, there's no question about it. Okay, there should have been no excuse for Benghazi. All right, there should have been no excuse. All right, we had all this evidence. All right, and it was investigated thoroughly. All right, and even it was investigated very, very thoroughly. Okay, on this topic here. All right, that we the people were ultimately deceived. We were lied to on this. It was evidence of incompetence on the part of the Obama administration. Okay, never mind the fact that Benghazi, the attack in Benghazi happened on the 11th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. Okay, why didn't they see this coming? Okay, 9/11 is going to be a historical terror day for the rest of our lives. Okay, so we need to double up on security. Okay, so a message to the Obama administration. Hello, we are still in a post 9/11 world. We still need extra security in all parts of the world. All right, our people are not safe. Your administration has made us less safe. Get the picture here? All right, we are still fighting the war on terror. Okay, in fact, this couldn't have happened. This is just ridiculous. I mean, you have an administration that is trying to rewrite the narrative, all right? Trying to rewrite their own laws, all right? Trying to change things for ultimately the worst, all right? And it's just not working properly, all right? Okay? This, my friends, okay, they lied to us, they deceived us. We can't stress this enough, all right? And this is just the latest example, all right, of how the major incompetence. They don't want us to believe. They don't want us to believe that we're still fighting the war on terror. Yet, recently, one of our young soldiers has been killed by terrorists. All right, and the Obama administration just refuses to take that into account. All right, that we're still fighting terrorists, and the Benghazi thing was just another mess up. All right, okay, the Benghazi thing was just another mess up. All right, and they messed that up, and there should be there is no accountability on this front. Okay, and sure, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton resigned at the beginning of the year, right? But that's still no excuse. All right, no excuse. All right, and in fact, in all of the investigations,
chosen a subject of an investigation as to criminal activity?
Not to my knowledge.
Is he now a suspect in a criminal investigation?
My knowledge.
Much of the
yeah. But that was a former FBI director, Miller, getting grilled at a.
So this was a fishing expedition, something that I think went beyond the Fourth Amendment, which wasn't necessary. So then that's why they had to go around shopping for different judges who would actually approve of this subpoena.
These investigations you focus on, we, the FBI, the Justice
Correct.
Department, focus on the leaker from the federal government. That's a person who we want to identify and to ultimately prosecute.
on the September
Yep. But that on Benghazi, okay, we were talking about. I mean, take a look at this. Okay, there was a pull. Okay, there was a pull out. Okay, and didn't. Okay, 56% pull. Okay, reason President Obama did not order troops to help Americans in Benghazi. All right, there was a pull out, and it said 56% said that they didn't want to risk things in the election. All right, and 28% believed nothing could be done, and 16% were unsure. All right, but this was right there. All right, you see that? But in Benghazi, my friends, this just strikes me as pure incompetence. All right, the director got.
We have something there to work with, and I can tell you that we have been working with it, and that quite obviously individuals who may have participated, against whom we may have evidence, whether it be video or otherwise, we are pursuing.
on the IR.
Yep. Yeah. Whatever. But he was grilled on a lot of things because this happened.
Investigate that this has been the biggest story in the country, and you can't even tell me who the lead investigator is. You can't tell me that actions the Inspector General took, which are not typically how investigations are done, you can't tell me if that's appropriate or not. This is not speculation. This is what happened.
Though
Yep. But Mueller, okay, FBI Director Mueller, all right, he was grilled on several things, the Benghazi, the IRS scandal.
This is currently under investigation, and basically it's just started.
Yeah. But this just, I mean, why is all of this happening? All right. This is the worst administration, all right, in history. All right. We just can't, and it's just a blatant reminder that we're still fighting. We're still fighting the war on terror. All right. In fact, you remember back in April, okay, the Boston bombing. Yeah, that's right. Okay, the Boston bomber. All right. This is the Boston bombers. All right. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev and Temberland Tsarnaev. Okay, the brothers that were caught in the act there. All right. But the suspects. Okay. You remember this tape right here. Okay.
Into Boylston Street together.
Yep. Right there. All right. But the Boston bombing should have been another example of how we are fighting terrorists here. All right. And we were learning more and more about this. All right, about how the suspects were from Russia. All right. And they were Russian nationals. All right. And here in Massachusetts, in Boston, and they plotted this, and then the other thing was that here's Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, okay, right there, okay, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, okay. In fact, he was the one with the pack that they left at the Boston bombing, at the Boston Marathon, all right. And then his roommates had the nerve, okay, to go on and say, and as everything was happening, they were watching the news, right, and they saw that Dzhokhar was on the news, and they sent him a text saying, "Hey, that looks like you." All right, and then Dzhokhar sends them a text saying, "Oh, okay, well you better not tell anybody, and you better not go into my room and take anything you want." So then his roommates were charged with covering up evidence, because they went into his room and took out all the evidence, threw it in a landfill. All right, his computer and everything, and so they were charged with covering up evidence and accomplishment of these people. And you remember Temberland Tsarnaev, he got shot by in a police raid, and then Dzhokhar was also was the only one caught, and then he was hospitalized because he was injured. But I think this kid should get the death penalty. All right, but they were Russian nationals, and that's living proof that that terrorism is still on the rise. All right, they studied Islam, okay, and they actually the older brother was actually in league with terrorist networks. So, but Obama didn't take the hint. Okay, they didn't even want to call it a terrorist attack. All right, even though it was discovered that even the CIA warned us about these guys. Okay, but the administration didn't take the warnings. It was just ridiculous. All right, this, my friends, okay, is just Okay, and they apparently they were Al Qaeda supported. Okay, they were support. All right, that's one of the suspects there. Okay, I believe that's the older one. All right, but even but the older one's wife now is disowning him. Okay, disowning him. That's right. Okay, and my friends, it's just not. It's just ridiculous. All right, but it comes at a time when we see all of this unfolding, and we are still fighting the war on terror. Obama needs to get the hint. Obama needs to take the hint. All right, we're still fighting the war on terror. All right, we are not safe under the Obama policies. Okay, in fact, my candidate for president, Rand Paul, all right, all right, had it absolutely right. Okay, when he went on the the several talk shows here. Okay, but he went on it was the Cavuto show. All right. And yep. Oh wait, do we have that clip? I know I saw it, but anyhow. All right, take a look. Yep. But anyhow, that's the Boston bombing. But anyhow, I want to get into a lot of other things too, like Egypt and how Obama screwed that up. Okay, we got also Israel. Let's see, North Korea. Oh yeah, remember that, North Korea. All right, but North Korea was also a big hot topic. Okay, in which the Obama's job approval rating is just fallen. All right, it's mainly due to Obamacare and everything else. Okay, but let's talk about all of this and more now. Okay, on the topic here. If you are watching and paying attention, I do want you to phone in and let's talk about everything else that's going on. All right, but all right. So 272-3835 is the number. All right, you can and may call in. All right, but on NSA surveillance. All right, the NSA leaker. All right, on NSA surveillance. All right, take a listen to this here.
That we are on the verge of becoming a surveillance state.
It was a bruising day for Secretary.
Oh yeah. Yep. But in fact, yep. But anyways, 272-3835 is the number. All right, and I will plop that up. We are in the last days of 2013. It is amazing. Countdown to 2014. All right, but on this note, my friends, we are heading on a crossroads here. All right, but I want to get into a lot of other stuff here. All right, but I particularly like this commercial here. All right,
Taxes, fees, big Medicare cuts, doctor shortages. How can we survive?
To know Obamacare is to survive Obamacare. The Obamacare Survival Guide tells you everything you need to know to protect yourself, your family, your business. The Obamacare Survival Guide at bookstores everywhere. Special internet-only offer right now at Obamacare911.com.
Okay, yep. So, but in fact now, the leak investigation as into also in Obamacare now has been quite the hot pressing issue of 2013 now, because now we see that Obamacare, Obama made promises that he can't keep. In fact, it's just ridiculous, and people don't like his Obamacare. All right, it's the most unpopular law in ever in history now. All right, Obama's at his lowest level in approval rating because of it. Over 6 million people now have lost their health care because of Obamacare, and now we see that it's crumbling down. All right, it doesn't help. I talked to a lot of people on this. All right, a lot of people on this, and even they say that Obamacare is not helping. Okay, and it's not helping the economy. It's not helping businesses. It's not helping jobs. All right, this is the worst thing that could ever be proposed. All right, and we just rush on through it. It was rammed down our throats. All right, and without even reading the bill, people just it's insane. It's insane. Without even reading the bill, right? They just rammed it down our throats. They rammed this thing down our throats, right? And here Obama says, oh, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you like your insurance, you can keep your insurance. That wasn't the case. That was proven to be false. Hello. False like the rest of this administration. You know, Susan Rice goes out there on 5 talk shows, says a lie, oh, it was a result of the YouTube video that we lost three Americans. All right. And actually, was it 4 or 3? No, it was, it was 3. But now it's all blood is on the hands of this administration. All right. And they have made mess ups, real mess ups that are making a negative impact on real people. All right. And they have had all of these scandals now. And it's just not in our best interests. All right. I mean, we've had a lot of things go on under this president, and they say the economy now is moving up a little bit, but it's not really. All right. In fact, now I want to take this time now, okay, before I get on to something else. But while I'm waiting for calls, the USA Today in this weekend's paper, okay, December 27th through the 29th, all right, they take time to reflect and remember all the people that have died, all right, like Nelson Mandela, Peter O'Toole, Margaret Thatcher, James Gandolfini, Ken Norton, Stan Marshall, Al Noharith, Ether Williams, Lou Reed, and several others in this paper. On the second page, okay, on the second page, they have Mariel Siebert, all right, who died. Also, a Glee episode for Corey Monteith. Also, folk musician Richie Havens, who performed at Woodstock in 1969. All right. We also have Helen Thomas, the very extreme liberal reporter. Okay. Roger Ebert died in 2013. I give him 2 thumbs up. All right. Also, Ray Price, the country singer, died in 2013. Also, Sheriff Grayson Robinson, or no, that's Arapahoe County, Arapahoe County Sheriff Grayson Robinson holds a picture of Claire Davis, 17, who was fatally shot. All right. And also there's country singer Mindy McCready died. Baseball great Earl Weaver, who took the Orioles, who took the Orioles to the World Series 4 times, winning 1 title in 1970, died. All right, but they're and let's not forget Diana Ross died in 2013, I believe, too, as well. All right, and my friends, we are learning more and more about this particular, and I'm gonna go through it in these last few minutes here. The election of 2013. You remember Elliot Spitzer and Anthony Weiner, how they lost and everything. All right. This, this, my friends, is quite interesting, okay? Because the New York Post has an article now, okay? The disgraced Elliot Spitzer, who lost in a landslide when he ran for the New York State comptroller. All right. He that's not all he lost, by the way. He lost his wife too. All right. His wife left him after that election. Same with Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner, when he ran for the mayor, he lost, and he lost his wife too. All right. His wife left him after the election. All right. So they're now disgraced, and these Democrats, and the election proved to be a positive example of how people reject these sex scandalous people. All right. And these people with scandals. But anyhow, the New York Post has an article about how a call girl, Rebecca Woodard, who helped bring down the notorious Manhattan hooker ring by cooperating with the DA, reveals that former Governor Elliot Spitzer liked to play out assault fantasies. In her new book, Call Girl Confidential, she says Spitzer pinned her to the bed and then put his hands on her throat. Yeah. Apparently, Spitzer was like to play violent tryst games and stuff like that. All right. But my friends, it's just ridiculous. That's but we are learning more and more now about things, about this administration now. And now the countdown to 2014 is. So now we in New Year's Eve is upon us. And my friends, I will now take it to the last word of the night. All right? Because we're coming down to the wire. We had no calls today. All right? But the last word of the night while you're celebrating the new year. All right? my friends, remember to celebrate peacefully. All right, don't cause trouble, and make a bright example for yourselves. Okay, be aware of your surroundings, what's going on around you. All right, and don't make a total donkey out of you. All right, be safe, and now, my friends, that is the last words of the night. But upon this also, okay, as we bring up the music here, all right, I want to encourage everybody to be safe, and I need your help. All right, I need your help. I'm looking for a nice place to live. All right, so if you could help me out, I would really appreciate that. All right, that is the last words of the night, my friends. All right, and I send a shout out to all of you that support me, and my lovely, beautiful fiance, Lorana. I will make an effort to make things better, and I love you. And follow me on Twitter at WilliamMitro2, and you can also watch me on my YouTube page. All right, but that's on YouTube. You can watch Political Point magazine on our YouTube page. We thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Keep watching Political Point for your political goings-on. All right. And all right. Also, follow me on the web. All right. Vote Republican. Check us out on the web, facebook.com/PetePolitical, myspace.com/politicalpoint. Email us at politicalpoint@hotmail.com, mccarpet24@hotmail.com, and check out my website on the Elmira City Hall Examiner. We thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. See you in the new year. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everyone!